I like the animation. It's done by Madhouse Studios. Greg Ayers did a very good job with the voice work. So did Todd doing the translation stuff on Todd Havenhorn. But my problem with Beck was there were characters that did things that I didn't agree with what they did. And I'm going like, no, if it was me, I would have not made that decision.
Right.
It goes against my principles.
Right.
And so you can take a character that you don't care too much for and say, well, no, I wouldn't go and quit high school and go and try to chase a singing career.
Yeah.
And what I hate about Beck, and I wish that the writer who wrote that, and he may have done it in the manga, but they didn't do it in the anime, is have a scene where the mother and the child talking with each other and saying, hey, you're not ready to make a very important decision here. It's going to affect your life.
So you wanted him to be more relatable?
Yeah, where he was talking to his mother about making that important decision. Because, now granted, you can go back and get your GED. But
do they have GED programs in Japan?
Well, that's a good question.
It's not very profitable. Dropping out of high school in Japan is much worse than dropping out of high school in America.
Yeah.
And the consequences are dire. You know, that big jump. And I just wish that they would have done a scene where they would have sat down and said, hey, there's serious consequences for about what you're about to do.
Yeah.
Think it over before you jump.
Whether you agree with him or not, his decision or not, it's
you
at least acknowledge that what he's doing in this society, in Japanese society, would be, life condemning in a lot of ways.
I'm going to sway the subject a little. Do you have a favorite studio?
No, not exactly. I will tell you this. I enjoyed the Madhouse Studios for some of their work. I enjoyed Studio Gonzo, B-Train.
B-Train, I like B-Train.
Have you heard of, my two favorites are Shaft. Have you watched anything by Shaft?
Shaft? Yeah, I probably have.
You can tell when something is made by Shaft. You can tell.
They did.
Shaft is extremely artsy and
they're very like art-tory in that you can totally see.
The only one that comes to mind right at the second is Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei.
Farewell, Mr. Despair. They did Maria Holic.
I love Maria Holic.
You've seen Maria Holic? Oh my
Maria
God.
Holic is
Maria
great.
Holic is great. And I love
Brain Space.
Brain Space. They did Durarara and Bakano.
I've seen Durarara.
Oh my God,
that's the one I'm forcing him to watch.
That's like my favorite show ever.
Maybe watch half of it.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I've only seen about 4 episodes of Durarara.
It gets better.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going like, well, I'm interested in the first 4. I'm going like, this is great stuff. I want to watch. I would love to see the whole series one day. So I thought it was very interesting. I mean, there were some elements where you got a woman who doesn't have a head.
It's very different. And the sound, everything about it, like the soundtrack is awesome, and it's got its own.
If you watch it all and you enjoy it, you should look up Bakano. It's by the same people, and it's the same thing on a train. Basically, the plot is completely different, but there's there's a bunch of different characters. It's kind of told out of order.
It's basically immortal people play mind games and kill each other over and over again.
Oh yes, I have seen 3 episodes of that.
Yeah.
But you should definitely finish Durarara because about halfway through it, about 13, everything just goes, whoa, and all this stuff happens. And
a lot of plot twists.
It trolls you. Things happen you did not know were going to happen.
You're saying, okay, if this was a roller coaster ride, I haven't got up to the top yet.
Yeah.
No.
Down, all right.
Yeah,
it kind of goes like, it doesn't even decline. I think, actually, the second season's not as fabulous, but it's still great because you fall by then you're in love with the characters enough. Actually, the panels I think is technically over.
It's over at 6. We one of our friends is
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I passed down some very useful information. And have a good day.
You too.
And the next time, like I said, I'll be at a convention. We'll be at the Triad Anime Convention up in Winston-Salem.
When is that going to be?
The Easter weekend.
We should try to
I should try to go.
I want to Winston-Salem.
Unfortunately, don't have the money.
I want to do con staff one day.